Welcome back to Taja's Garden. I'm the gardening realtor. If you're new here, I'm glad you're here. And if you're returning, welcome back. So today we are going to be pickling some red onions. I usually call them purple, but red onions. I harvested my onions last week and a couple of weeks before that, and I have a lot of onions. I'm going to show you guys right now. I actually have them right in my greenhouse. So a lot of these onions are actually really big, and if you know, whenever you grow onions and then they end up growing really big, they actually don't store very long. So what I'm going to do is take the big red onions and actually go ahead and pickle them so that they don't mold before I can use them.
We're going to choose the biggest one because the biggest one doesn't last the longest. So, according to the videos. So we're going to use these.
According to the videos?
Yeah, to your videos.
Okay.
Good. Your educational videos. Okay, let's go.
Wait, we're going to get four big, large ones. Or do you think we should do more?
To pickle it?
Yeah.
How do you pickle it? Like, what's the...
We're going to learn today.
And
that one down there look really big, do it? On the very back. Not really.
yeah, we're the same size.
Yeah. Okay.
This one looks huge, I guess. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this one back there looks bigger.
Yeah, I'll probably use this one.
Okay, let's see. So these are the four that we have chosen. Let's get started. I have my recipe right here. Do 1 cup of rice vinegar, and I have it right here. We got 1 cup. Put that in there. Then we're going to do 2 cups of water. We're going to do half a tablespoon of sugar. No, that is 1.5. Okay. 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. So that's a half. We're just going to do 1 more. 2 teaspoons of pickling salt, or you can just use regular kosher salt. We're going to bring this to a little simmer just until we dissolve the salt and the sugar, and then we're going to fill our jars with our onions. To prepare them, what we're going to do is take this stem off and pull these roots off, and there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and rinse this off a little bit with some cold water. Get all the dirt off, if there's any, before I bring it to my preparing station. And that is what we're going to do to all of our onions. We have our onion right here. Now let's go ahead and cut it. We're going to cut this top off and cut the bottom. This knife is very dull. Cut it in half. Look how big this is. Look at all these layers. That's just beautiful. And I grew this. All right. I'm gonna go to the side like this. And we're just gonna cut around in a row. And you can cut these to your liking if you want them a bit smaller. Just completely up to you. Alright, look at that. And then whenever you pull all these apart, and I'll cut these a little smaller. Once you have it to your liking, you can go ahead and fill your jar. Now we're going to put the ones that I'm okay with in here, and then I'll go back through and cut the ones that I want a little smaller. You want to pack it down. Pull off all the skin because I'm not going to be pickling this part anyway. Rinse that bottom part off. And there we go. Nice and beautiful. And all of this can go in the compost. That was a little hard to get off, so I went ahead and just go ahead and take this skin off. These all came out good. So these, some of the middle is what still came out big. Alright, and there we go. The reason I use rice vinegar is because this is going to pull out this is going to make it a little bit sweet. I also pulled this one out just to see if I wanted to use this. I think I might do half of them with rice wine vinegar and then do a couple with apple cider vinegar and see which one I like better. They're going to be sweeter with apple cider vinegar, and they're going to be mildly sweet with this rice vinegar. okay? And you can actually sit this in your fridge. What I'm going to do is sit one in the fridge, and then I'm going to water bath the next couple just so they don't go bad. And I'll be able to store them for a longer period of time if I water can them or water bath them. So I underestimated just how much or how big these onions actually are. So I'm going to need to make some more brine. So I think we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the brine that I made only covered 2. So I need to double this. Or should I triple, just to be sure?
You're gonna waste the rest, right?
Well, we got more onion, I guess. If we have extra, I think I'll triple. Let's see how that goes. So this is all of the rice vinegar that I have left. And so I think I can do one more with this without doubling it. And then I'll just do the apple cider vinegar next. Oh man, we only have a little more than half a cup, so let's see what we could do. All right, so we're done. We're done with these onions. This is, we're just gonna save this one. We have a good amount of jars that are already filled, so we're gonna go ahead and just be done after we do these 4. I did what I had left of this rice vinegar. So I'm gonna have, I think I'll only have enough maybe to fill these 2, and then I'll need to do more. And I'll do the rice, well, I'll do the apple cider vinegar for these next 2. And we'll see how that tastes. Definitely. Alright, so I'm actually going to use some crushed peppers that I actually crushed right here from some peppers from my garden.
Pepper, so I can put it in here.
Make sure that you get a skewer and kind of mix that in. Just move it a little bit. Let the peppers make its way down. So I just want to give it a little tang. I don't want to make it too spicy, so here we go. So we want to make sure that the water is covering the tops of these jars. And these little bubbles that you see coming out are actually the air bubbles that are inside the jar. That is the reason why we don't close the jars really tight. When we're closing the jars, we keep a little bit of space just to allow the air bubbles to come out. So while the air is coming out, it's actually going to suction to the top closed, and that is going to allow us to actually store these jars for months at a time. We're going to allow these to go ahead and seal properly. I'm going to leave this in here for 10 minutes. So I ended up laying this towel down. Whenever it's time to take these jars out of this pot, I'm actually going to sit the jars on top of these towels, and that's going to keep it from coming in contact with the cold countertop, because if you take jars out of the boiling hot water and put it in contact with the cold countertop, it actually will shatter. All right, well, that concludes our video. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you want to be part of an amazing gardening community on Facebook, head on over to Facebook, type in Prosper and Plant, and I'll see you over there.